flaunt herself and dress very sexual and appear like Britney Spears. At the time, it was, at least. Listen, they said that they wanted to flaunt themselves for the guys and that they also would not think for themselves either, but they would be dependent upon MTV's philosophies and products for the rest of their life. Abercrombie and Fitch said much the same things. Other corporations have said much the same things. Even Sprite came out with a commercial a couple of years ago. This commercial, some of you might remember it, it kept flashing the Sprite symbol all over the place. There was a big party. There was no rules, no parental supervision, no accountability, no nothing. But everybody's just dancing all sexual and everything. Boyfriends and girlfriends are right there just kind of like making out and all this kind of stuff. And listen, what happened was that right after that commercial was on the air, Sprite sales among teenagers shot up. You're buying it. And you know what? Here's the thing. They don't say anything about the consequences of these beliefs and lifestyles. All they care is, does it sell? Are they buying it? And listen to me. I want you to hear this. And when your life becomes a total mess by believing the philosophies of these corporations who are pimping your generation, you've had 3 abortions, your heart is empty, and you don't believe there's anything such as true love anymore. Your chance of a good marriage is going down the tubes. You're bulimic. You're carrying a tremendous amount of pain and baggage from one relationship to the next. You don't like yourself. You cut yourself just to feel like you're alive. You've pushed all your friends away, and you've run away from home thinking, well, that'll make it better. Only to find out that the ones out there want to make money off of you too. You're desperate, you're alone, and thoughts of suicide plague your mind day and night. Do you think that in that moment you can walk up to MTV's steps in their office and say, I believed what you said, and I've betrayed my family, I've betrayed myself, I've betrayed my God, I've betrayed everything that's right, and look what I've become. I listened to your philosophies. Take it back. Take it all back. You know what they'll say to you? They'll say the same thing they said to Judas 2,000 years ago. What's that to us? That's your responsibility. We got what we wanted out of you. Guys, listen, I'm serious. It will cost you everything, and it will leave you with nothing. But what will it cost you to follow God? It will cost you everything. Luke 10:27 says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind. Christianity is not something that you do when it's time to get ready for church and stuff. It's who you are, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you got to count the cost. Jesus said in Luke 14:27 and 28, and you cannot be my disciple if you do not carry your own cross and follow me. But don't begin until you count the cost. Understand this. It'll cost you everything either way. Everything. But you get so much more in return when you follow God. King David was a man after God's own heart. He was speaking about worship when he said this. He said, I refuse to give the Lord something that costs me nothing. Some of you think that just because you might come up around here, up around this stage, this platform, during the time of worship, when this band is playing awesome music, awesome songs to glorify God, and you might be up here, and you call it worship just because you're up here. But you might have your back turned, you might be goofing around, pushing your friends around, just having a good old time and not even thinking about it. And you call it worship. How dare you call that worship? Because the word worship means this, worship. That means if you're doing that, you're acting that way during a time of worship, you're saying, God, you're not worth anything. That's what you're saying. But I'm going to tell you something. If you choose to step away from your friends who might distract you, and you focus in on God, and you're saying from your heart to God's heart, I love you. You're singing those songs from your heart to God's as a love song to Him because you're madly in love with Jesus. You know what you're saying then? You're saying, God, you're worth everything to me. Amen. Listen, it will cost you everything. But look what it leaves you with. Hope, restoration, clear direction. How many of you guys want direction? Some of you are seniors in high school and you're like, I don't know what to do. I need some direction, God. Yeah. Follow God, yeah. Some of you are right there, I understand. Clear direction, strength, true courage, real love, forgiveness, better relationships, a chance at a great marriage, true joy without any kind of a high from drugs or alcohol.